People, it's me, Kinghuman, and I know you this is going to be a long video, I'm warning you, but you want to listen to all of it. I know you want to learn how to make big checks with YouTube, become a partner, and you want the secrets on how to do it, and I'll tell you, it's not hard. But before I get into the secrets of how to do that, I have to go into a little backstory and explain. It'll help, trust me. I know you're going to want to fast forward, but please listen. I got a couple of guys that are trying to clone me. You know, oh, hey, Kinghuman, he's got, he's got a little audience, you know. All I have to do is do what he does, and I'll siphon off some of his stuff, and I'll make YouTube money. Wahoo! First of all, to you cloners, maximum respect for actually doing something, but here's where you screwed up. You picked a channel that doesn't make shit. My format is not for making money. It's for teaching other people how to make money. Do I make big checks from YouTube? No! And that's where it gets weird. You would think maybe it would, but it doesn't, because I'm not optimizing my channel for revenue. I do what I do, and yes, YouTube does send me a check, but believe me, it's not life-changing. It's not the kind of check that you would be happy or you could live on. For me, it's lunch money, dinner money for my friends, go out on the town, you know, screw around money. That's what it is for me. And I'm not doing it for that check. I'm doing it because, well, I'll get into that later. So there you go. That's the first problem you cloners have. And I'll tell you what videos to make that are much better. But first, the other part of why it's not a good idea to clone my channel is because of credibility. One guy, I looked at you and you're like 20-something years old. And I didn't look at all your videos. I didn't even look at any of them. I just don't have time. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't respect what you're doing. It's that I'm just balls to the wall. Now, you're 20-something years old. Unless you have gone out and done the things that you're talking about and have made millions of dollars, you got no credibility. People aren't going to follow what you say. I don't know how you're monetizing your videos. Maybe you got affiliate links in them. I don't know what. And that's okay. That's fine. If what you've done has made you money, if you've actually done that thing and made money, and you can tell other people with confidence, hey, look, I did this, it made me money, boom. Maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. You got to be honest, and you got to, if you're just coming out and talking about ways to make money, and you haven't done it yourself, you're just parroting shit that you found on the internet. And people don't need that. They can go on the internet and find random shit themselves. Me, I've done 99.9% of the things I talk about in my videos. When I talk about writing ebooks and making money with that, when I talk about flipping websites, when I talk about the Halloween business, when I talk about the blinky light business, when I talk about the pinball machine business, any of the liquidation business, any of these videos are things that I've done myself and that have made me significant amounts of money. So I have a certain amount of credibility. There's a certain amount of value I bring to the table. And people realize that. That's why I have a small following. I'm not just some random idiot saying, oh, I found something on the internet and it can make you money. Just do this, do this. I mean, it just won't work. Now, when I find new things that I haven't done and I talk about them, which is kind of rare, I bring a certain amount of knowledge to the table, and I look at that and I say, wow, okay, this thing could work. The broker bomb, that could work. If I was looking for ways to make money right now, I would try this. That's what I bring to the table. If you don't have that behind you, it's going to be tough. So based on those two things, my best advice to you is to find a format that works. And now let me get to the meat and potatoes. What format works? Oh, by the way, liquidation business, I let me digress. I got some liquidation guys that follow me. Yeah, I just uploaded the new liquidation list of liquidation goods on my website. Okay, done. What format works? What videos can you make that you're going to make money with on YouTube? There's basically two things, two categories that I think make big bucks on YouTube. And when I say big bucks, I'm talking about checks from YouTube, also advertisements, endorsements, other things, other ancillary ways of making money. Anyway, they're comedy and being a total dick. Now, comedy is tough. It's really tough to make significant amounts of money with comedy because you have to have high volume content and high quality comedy content. It's hard to maintain. But being a jerk on YouTube, coming out and being a total jerk, is easy. Now let me explain what I'm talking about when I talk about being a jerk, making jerk videos, being a dick, an ass weasel, a shit weasel. What I'm talking about is don't be racist. Don't come out and make racist videos. Don't come out be insulting. Be controversial. Pick subjects that are controversial and people will get involved. They'll get inside. They'll get excited and incited as well. And you will, once you build up a huge body of work, then you can monetize your videos and you'll make money. Now let me explain that. Think about it. You think about, first of all, why is this? It's because the shame dynamic of society has shifted. It's minimalizing as time goes on. When I was a kid, we had shame. I mean, it was a big thing. You didn't act like a dick because people made you feel like shit. Nowadays, people have no shame. You know, look at any reality type TV show. I'm going to think back. The one I can think of off the top of my head is a Flava Flav show that I used to watch where these women would try and compete to win Flava Flav's attention. There was a bitch on there, a total bitch, and her mother. The worse she acted, the more camera time she got. And in fact, because she was such a psycho bitch, she got her own spin-off show where she was the principal and guys competed and tried to win her affections. That's what I'm talking about. So think in terms of like Howard Stern. You know, he's not out there insulting people. He's just being edgy and controversial. Go back and look at something old for reference. The old Morton Downey Jr. shows. Find them on the internet and look at them. This guy was a huge ass weasel and he had a huge following. You know, so there you go. That's my best advice. Be controversial. Don't follow me because I'm not trying to make money here. I got other sources of income. You know, all you have to do is look at my website and you'll know. It's not optimized. I don't care. It looks like shit. Look at my videos. Look at my keywords. I'm not trying to optimize my place on YouTube. I'm not begging for subscribers. My whole thing is do something that helps somebody else. And because I've got other income, I can afford to make the kind of videos that I want. I'm not trying to, you guys that are trying to make money on YouTube and trying to be famous and trying to monetize it, you're trying too hard. You're trying, it's a tough thing. But if I were going to do it, I'd be a dick. I'd go the dick route because it's easy. Be a jackhole. Be an ass weasel. And believe me, I can do it. In fact, I might go back to it. It's not far for me to go. It's not a huge trip. Believe me. I got plenty of people right now telling me what an asshole I am. So there you go. Alright guys, hey. I hope somebody can use this information. Be good to somebody besides yourself and donate a few bucks to charity. It won't kill you. Bye, Nara. And good luck to you clone guys, you know. But I'm not the guy to follow.